Hello dinosaur enthusiasts, and welcome to a new game on this channel, Prehistoric Kingdom. As you can see here, this is the early access version of the game. It actually just came out in early access today. So I haven't played this game before. I've seen a little bit of footage of it being played in the alpha and beta stages, and it did look interesting. It looks somewhat like a combination of Jurassic World Evolution and Planet Coaster, which I think is a little bit ironic because both of those games are made by the same company. This one is made by a different company, but it seems like they took some of the best things from both of the games and put it into one. So I'm really hopeful for this game. We'll see how it is. We'll jump in here and see how the game plays, and hopefully it'll be an enjoyable experience. So let's go ahead and start with a scenario. New Beginnings, Introduction to Prehistoric Kingdom. Well, I do like that. I like the fact that they actually give us an intro here, which should help me learn. Difficulty is easy, estimated time is under 15 minutes. So that's a cool thing. It gives you this estimated time, really helpful. Your first day on the job is never an easy one, especially when giant reptiles are involved. With the help of Nigel, the park supervisor, you'll be learning the ropes and tidying up a less than stellar zoo in no time. Alright, let's go ahead and start the scenario. Now normally I don't put the loading screen in, but I really actually am appreciative in this game with these did you knows here. This is a lot of interesting information about dinosaurs and such. So, already really sort of liking this game and the way it's going.
Hello? Hello? Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Hi! It's so good to finally meet you. I'm Nigel, your park supervisor and head of zoological developments here at Prehistoric Kingdom. Since our last park manager moved to the Americas division, this place has fallen into a bit of a state. Unfinished plans, neglected habitats, all telltale signs of a much-needed makeover. As I'm sure you know, our zoos are a little different, so it's perfectly normal to feel overwhelmed at first. After all, it's hard for most people to imagine what dinosaurs look like, let alone manage them. We're here to change that, and I reckon this will be second nature for you in no time. Right, first things first. I'm sure you're ready to meet our friend down there, so let's make sure you can look around. I'm sending some input controls to you now.
Alright. So, standard controls there.
Great stuff. Let's check some auxiliary functions. Try enabling your light.
Alright. L is to turn on the light. Interesting.
That's why we don't like flash photography. Next, we'll get you on the move. I'd like you to look around the park for a bit and get comfortable with your surroundings. Feel free to mingle with the guests or enjoy some of the creatures on display. I'll check in with you soon.
Alright. Controls are a little bit unique with this up and down being where it is, but something I can definitely get used to. I'm not sure what this means exactly here, but I'm guessing it means no food. And this, I have a feeling, is an entirely different problem. I love that they even have the flies to it. Wonderful. Alright, so we have that to clean up. Definitely. What is even in this paddock? Looks like a meat eater?
All right, I hope you're ready to get your hands dirty. To start, you'll need to investigate a welfare issue in the paddock from earlier. Caring for the animals should be your #1 priority here at Prehistoric Kingdom. If they're not happy, no one's happy. Select one of the animals in the habitat so we can take a look at them.
Okay, I already did that.
Okay, so this is a Dryosaurus. This little fella's a small herbivore from the Jurassic, and it looks like their herd needs our help. When tackling a welfare issue like this one, you can expand headers inside the animal's info box to learn more about the problem. Try clicking on the sustenance and enrichment labels.
Alright, so looks like we have hunger and thirst issues or nutrition issues. I'm guessing nutrition. And he needs food.
As you can see, it looks like our previous park manager took the America's job and ran without much consideration for the animals he left behind. While I call up the board members, I'll need you to care for the little ones. You can start by getting their food situation sorted, some enrichment too. If you get lost, there's an objective prompt on the left side of the screen. Good luck.
Alright. How do I get a feeding trough? Oh. Well, that's fairly easy. Sure, let's place this right here. And let's put one of these over here, because why not? Oop. Still struggling with the controls a little bit, but that's alright. There we go. I'm assuming a frozen fruit block is food. Are you coming over to eat from it? You want to take a look? Anyone? Add a feeding trough to the exhibit. How do I get a feeding trough? Animal care? Landscaping. Food and drink. Food and water must be placed inside habitats. They can be found in the animal care category. Alright, so he's eating on that, I think. Looks like these guys are going over to that one. Management view. Excavations, nursery status. Alright. Let's get out of this animal's view. Oh, I do not want to terminate the animal. Don't want to track the animal either. Animal care. Ah, there we go. That's the feeder I was looking for. There we go.
Great work getting the Dryosaur paddock up and running again. The board and I really appreciate you stepping up to get this place back on track. When you're ready, I'd like you to head over to the old construction site.
Alright. Do wish that there was a button to turn. Would make things easier than using the mouse wheel. Alright, there's the construction site. At least that's very easy to find. Alright.
Next, we're going to get ready for a new attraction. I've already sorted the food and enrichment, but I'll need you to do the rest of the heavy lifting. Let's prepare the area by building a generator nearby.
Alright. So most of my important buttons, it looks like they're down here, not over here like they were in other games. So, something to know. Still very used to rotating around using those controls. Don't know if this means that I'm supposed to put it in this specific area or not, but I'm gonna go with that.
Next up, I'd like you to build an animal nursery in that area there.
Alright, not happy that it's interacting with this tree, wish I could do something about that. Animal nursery large, animal nursery large. Why are there two of them? That is definitely large. How about the other one? Oh, the other one's not as large. I'd say that fits better.
Nice job. Select the nursery and open the genetics lab from the pop-up menu.
Okay.
In case you haven't already realised, this is where the magic happens. Today, I'd like you to incubate a Torvasaurus.
I have never heard of this dinosaur before. I'm not sure if they just made it up, or if it's just a more rare dinosaur.
Quite a fearsome looking fella, isn't it? In here you can find everything you'd need to know about managing an animal. Exhibit requirements, social needs, diet, you name it. You can even change how an animal looks, assuming you've discovered all the genetic material. Here, try changing its appearance. Did you notice the species name changing? Some animals, like the Torvasaurus, have a handful of species to pick from, changing their needs, size, appearance, and even star rating. Once you're happy with your selection, press the Create button at the bottom.
Okay. Let's have this be a female. Actually, I like the look of the male a bit better with that darker head to it. So let's go ahead and create it, I guess.
While we wait for our new dinosaur to incubate, we'd better go and prepare that new habitat. Secure fencing is of utmost importance, especially for a predator. Open the enclosures category and choose a fence type. You'll want to cover the entire perimeter.
Okay. Enclosures. And I don't really have... Oh, I do have more options. I mean, the concrete is the strongest. But I sort of like the way this looks in relation to what I got here. Sort of fits with it better. Okay, fencing is fairly straightforward to put down. As I said, just still struggling with that rotation situation. And possibly before the next episode, I might look at controls and see about dealing with that. Alright, so that's put over there.
Now, with all that sorted, it looks like it's time to release the specimen.
Okay, so I just click release, and then I can put them in there.
A beautiful animal indeed, but of course it's still going to need a proper environment, something to make it feel like home. Plenty of vegetation, a lake, and a shelter should do nicely.
Alright, so let's go with animal shelter. Let's put this off, let's say over here. So the shelter's in place. Alright, I'm gonna need to dig down some. We'll dig down there. A blood pumpkin. I'm guessing that's food. And I'm guessing I can't move it here. Alright. And let's terraform someplace else. Because I don't like floating fruit. Let's just pare down the size some. I see. Alright. How can I change this? I figure out. I see what I was doing wrong there. Let's go. Level? Let's go ahead and level everything off again. Because I don't actually need to terraform the land to put in the water. It'll just get put in there. Alright. Then we need some foliage. Let's go ahead and go with these. That was water still. How do I undo water? That was not it. While I'm here, though, let's see about controls. That is not doing what I want it to. Alright, got that. Level it back off a little bit. There we go. Alright, let's try with trees now. Oh, okay. Well, we got some trees going on. Let's see what his foliage requirements are. Alright, looks like he just needs more foliage. So let's put some more. There we go.
Wonderful job. If that Torvasaurus could smile, I reckon it would. You can assess how well designed an exhibit is by clicking on the perimeter fencing. Go on, give it a try. The higher that exhibit scores, the more likely our visitors are to donate to the habitat. As you can see though, visibility isn't too great. There must be something we could build.
Visibility's at 100%. I mean, I'm sure that it's something they want us to do here, but visibility's okay. Place binoculars. Alright.
Ah, great thinking. With binoculars, guests are able to see significantly further into an exhibit. The more visibility coverage, the better. Speaking of visitors, we should make sure the viewing area has sufficient guest facilities.
It's a nutrition kiosk. Where? And they give me the nutrition kiosk, but I don't think I should put it into this facility. Maybe here? Let's go there and see. Place an animal statue. Those controls are really the only major struggle I have right now.
Superb! That will keep them both well fed and entertained. All that's left is to connect the paths and let guests find our latest attractions. Without their support, we wouldn't be able to do what we do.
Alright. This should be a simple enough thing here. Perfect.
Take a look at that. The park's star rating has increased. Let's see how this kingdom is doing, shall we?
Open the management dashboard. Okay. Management. Demolition, enclosures, paths, animal care, park infrastructure, guest facilities. Alright, where is management? Probably there. Alright.
Ha! I haven't seen guest satisfaction numbers that high in a long time. You're a natural. Let's try visiting the animals page. As I suspected, everyone in the park seems to be doing great. However, it does seem a little dinosaur heavy, no? I think it's time for one final attraction, the woolly mammoth. Head on over to excavations. We should have a dig site ready to go in Siberia.
Okay. I was going to say that this is sort of similar to Jurassic World, but at the same time, it is a map of the world. Can't exactly change that unless you really want to break with reality. I'm assuming this is the one. There we go. I'm gonna go with this one. Okay, so you hold it
Great.
and that gets it.
Let's head back to the nursery and get started on those mammoths.
Alright, we're back here. Open the nursery menu. I will say that some of the menus are a little bit hard to see and sort of operate. You know, looking at them up close, I sort of like this one better than I did the other one. So, let's go ahead and go with it. We can see it ticking along there. I don't know how many of these I'm supposed to make. He did say mammoths. So, maybe let's do one of each. Or what the heck, we'll do 3. I think it's also interesting that they actually name each of them. Sort of a cool feature. The names are unique, but that's fine. You know what? Let's do a 4th one. We're gonna have a female here. Katya. There we go. And evidently it wants 5, because we have 4 of 5 incubation slots.
While they're incubating, we should prepare their new home. There's a paddock ready nearby, but it's filthy from housing a previous occupant. First, let's correct those feeders. Set up one to stock plants and the other to stock fruit.
Alright. So, I can go to the feeder. That's not what I wanted. Alright, got the feeder. So we got it to vegetation. And where's the other one? And part of the issue is this place is rather nasty looking. There we are. There we go.
If animals aren't eating high-quality food, low nutrition could lead to weak immune systems and excess animal waste. Looking at the state of this paddock, it appears the previous park manager wasn't particularly mindful of that. Feces, scat, however you wish to refer to it, will always be something we need to manage. I know it's not exactly what you signed up for, but we need to get all that dung removed. And well, only one of us is out in the park. So...
Alright, select exhibit and clean its dung.
As the park grows,
Well,
you'll
easy.
find it harder to micromanage each habitat. For that, you'll need help from some teensy tiny employees, dung beetles. Their nests are essential in automating the disposal of feces. So let's put a few in now.
Okay, sort of interesting. Put 3 of them.
I think that just about does it. The paddock looks cool, pardon the pun, and everything appears to be in tip-top condition. Now, if you wouldn't mind doing the honours, I believe we're due for some arrivals.
Okay. So you can release multiple at the same time, which is a nicety.
There they are, Mammoths primigenius, trumpeting in the snow for the first time in nearly 4,000 years. There's something distinctly beautiful about Ice Age megafauna. Their ability to thrive in the harshest conditions is something I believe we should all strive to admire. Today you've helped give something back, not just to our park, but to the world. Sounds like that will be for me. We're all done here for today, but I'm really glad to know the park will be in safe hands. From now on, it's all up to you. Talk soon.
Alright, well that took care of that. And it looks like we completed the introductory scenario. That was fun. As I said, the controls are a little bit clunky, but they're not the end of the world. So, with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. If you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and click the like button. If you've not already, please subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so that you're aware when I produce new videos in the future. Thank you. I hope to see you all again for the next episode of Prehistoric Kingdom. I did just want to put in here, I had finished, as I said, the tutorial with that last bit there, and I had thought when I finished the tutorial it might bring up another scenario or give me some other options and such. For right now, that does not seem to be the case. It does seem that this is the only scenario that they have in the game right now, which is completely understandable. They have made very clear that this is in the early access phase. It comes with a warning that it may have bugs and that more will be added to the game as time goes on. So I'm more than willing to be patient and wait for that. My overall comments on it, I do struggle right now with the movement a little bit because I'm so used to controls where I could turn. And I did play around with the controls, or I attempted to. But right now with the early access, they don't let you change the controls. So I'm sort of stuck with what I have right now, which is a little bit cumbersome. I also will say the estimated time was a bit off for me. It did end up taking me closer to 30 minutes instead of 15 minutes for the scenario, but that also is okay. But I did just want to add this part in here at the end because of the fact that it will probably be a little while before they put out another scenario, and therefore a little while before I make another video on this game. I definitely am looking forward to more scenarios though from them, and I'm looking forward to playing the game more when that comes out. I really don't feel like building my own park in the game right now because I have a feeling that with the updates that'll come and such, there'll be more details for the parks, more dinosaurs, things of that nature. So I'm going to go ahead and be patient and wait till I can get those different things and put them into the park all at once. But with that in mind, as I said, I did really enjoy this first introduction to Prehistoric Kingdom. I hope you did as well, and if you did, definitely look forward in the future to me putting out more videos in this series. For now though, go ahead and click that like button if you haven't already. Please do subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so that you're aware when I produce more videos in this series and others in the future. Take care, and I hope to see you again for more Prehistoric Kingdom.
Yeah.